you, Michael. I don't think I needed. That was already going to start without me. Before we get going, thank you so much to everyone for attending, all the media. But most importantly, I always say this, the fans as well. Thank you for turning up. Manchester has become, I think, the home of British boxing. We've had so many good events at the AO Arena, the Co-op Live, and I think there are going to be more big events coming in the next few months. I will say this though, it is a little quiet in this arena. So on 3, I do need you guys to join in with me. On 3, I want you to say Manchester as loud as you can to kind of get the energy in this building going a little bit. So 1, 2. One second, let's try that again. A bit more Manchester. Here we go again. On 3. 1, 2. There you go, that's more like it. Welcome to the kickoff press conference for the Ring Magazine's inaugural event, Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn, which will take place at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, April 26th in London. We all know the Benn and Eubank rivalry. We all know the names of the fathers. It goes back 4 decades. And 32 years ago, they fought here in Manchester for the final time at Old Trafford. Now, finally, it's time for the Sons to get it on. The unbeaten Conor Benn, with a record of 23-0, 14 knockouts, will move up in weight to take on the IBO World Middleweight World Champion, Chris Eubank Jr., with a record of 34-3 with 25 knockouts. The event is being brought to you by Ring Magazine, SNK Corporation, the publisher of the famous video fighting game Fatal Fury, City of Wolves, Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing, and Ben Shalom of Boxer. And the event will be broadcast on DAZN worldwide and Sky Sports box office in the UK and Ireland. For fight fans, look, I speak as a fight fan as well. Boxing is as good as it's ever been. Big shows nearly every single week, stacked fight cards, and more importantly, the most important thing, the best fighting the best. That's what we as fight fans want to see. I have just caught my breath from the last crescendo, which was an incredible event, and we moved to this press conference to build up to a fight that is now much, much bigger 2.5 years later. And it has an incredible undercard as well. We'll get to that a bit later, but I want to kick things off straight away. Eddie, I want to come to you straight away. Here we are, 2.5 years later, Eddie. There's been some ups and downs, ebbs and flows. There was a time when I thought we'd missed the boat on this fight. As we sit here now, knowing this fight is 100% going to happen, how are you feeling?
I can't believe it. I mean, I couldn't believe it the first time around. And, you know, we got to a stage, the fight was announced.
Eddie,
it was the...
You know I don't like you, right?
I don't know.
So, if you know that, what on God's sweet green earth makes you think I'm going to sit here and listen to any of the bollocks you have to say?
To be honest, I mean, you're going to have to.
No.
You are?
We're not. We're going to have some parliamentary procedure here today.
Okay. Well, one thing's for sure, you ain't no prime minister.
We're going to skip past whatever bullshit it was you thought you was going to talk about, and we're going to continue on with the press conference. Ade, you may proceed.
So as I was saying, Ade...
No,
you get your turn.
This is not the Eddie Hearn show.
One thing for sure, it ain't the Chris Eubank show.
This is not the Eddie Hearn show.
No.
This is Eubank versus Ben, so you can either sabotage this...
You've got your man to your right, he's going to say a few words.
You can either sabotage the event, and I'll just start talking to Ben personally, directly, or you can be quiet and we can move on with the press conference. I don't want to hear what you have to say.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
We can be here all day.
I've been addressed.
We can be here all day.
I've been addressed.
I don't want to hear what you have to say. So,
well, to be honest with you, many people do.
Ade,
I think I'm more popular than you.
Ade, if you want to control the situation and move forward, you can.
I'm enjoying this. This is almost like a mini face-off.
So how would you run the press conference, Chris? Because you're such an unbelievable promoter.
I'm not running it, but I'm just not listening.
So what happens now?
We move on.
What, you talk?
I'd love to talk, but if not me,
it's
somebody else.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Conor Benn. How are we feeling about smashing this geezer to pieces? Because I'll tell you something now. I can't wait. I look at you, I look at Nigel. Wants to get in the ring and have a tear up.